Hope the stream acting up. Aloha, y'all. Your boy Jay coming back at you deep in the Hawaiian jungle with the late night. Let's get this camera right with the late night podcast. Talking about the off-grid lifestyle. Talking about going back to we talking about deep in the Hawaiian jungle. Yup. You be ready to take it all the way back. Take it all the way back to the underground, to the primitive. I'm talking about cooking by fire. I'm talking about making roofs out of moss. I'm talking making your own structures, catching your own water, burning your own wood for fuel, growing your own food. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all get up in here for a second before we kick it off. Then we're gonna check out some of these headlines. You know, so talking about just some of everything tonight. The whole tourism industry, pros and the cons, running Airbnb, pros and cons of running tours, doing tours, pros and cons of everything. So, once again, you got to take it all the way back. You got to take it all the way back to the underground, all the way back to the primitive. That's the title of the show. And what we mean by that is, it's not just, catching your own water, using fire for fuel. It's getting back to the days of 100% relying on you. 100% being dependent on you. Self-sustainable. That's the primitive. Wasn't no Walmart back in the primitive days. Wasn't no gas stations. See if CNN is gonna let me take their quiz this week, or they're gonna try to charge me. But yep, we gotta take it all the way back. You gotta take it all the way back to the underground. What's good with you? Who's that? What's up with your Royce mine? Who we got? What's that sound? That's the Cokies, man. Yo, Rolando, Royce, mine. I see you. Yo, what's good with you? We just talking about that primitive. Trying to take it all the way back to the underground. In other words, you gotta be self-sustainable. You gotta rely on yourself, man. What's good with you? What hood you from? Royce, mine. Where you from, G? I'm being here taking this little CNN quiz which country became the first to formally recognize the Taliban government as government of Afghanistan? U.S., Syria, China, or Russia? I'm gonna say the U.S. Wrong. It was Russia. I'm wrong already. You got our name right. Yeah, I got your name right. What hood you from? You said you got our name right. Well, how many people on your account with you, G? And y'all hit that like button. Y'all give me a thumbs up. I came out here tonight with no jacket. I forgot the jacket and down in the earth ship. So I gotta go with the old school gun range shirt. Where you from? But not my last name. Oh, did I get your last name? Hold up. What is it, me, Aini? What? You're going to have to phonetically, because where I'm from, that's mine. Yeah, thanks for that like button. Whoever hit that, thank you. I got Rolando Royce. It's M. What is it? M? Double I? Mine. That's what I said. I don't need you all in mine. You said mine. Well, what are you saying? What are you saying? You got a husband who loves you. I don't need you all in mine. That's what she said. Give it to me phonetically. It's what? It seems like you just only letter you seem like you changed was the M, the capital M instead of lowercase m. Now, unless I'm not reading something right, because I got my chat's a little trippy. My phone's in a case, so I apologize if I mispronounced it wrong. I don't want to, no kissing, hugging, girl. You got a husband who loves you. I don't need you all in mine. What country do you live in? This is America. Living in America. Da-da-da, do-do-do. Where you from, G? What country you live in? I like the name Royce. It reminds me of Rolls Royce. I'm going to just call you Royce. Where you from, Royce? What hood you from? What's the number two? What's my number two question? President Donald Trump has named an interim NASA administrator. Which of the following people did he select? Damn. Not Sean Duffy, not Elon. It ain't Hannity. No, it got to be Sean Duffy. I'm going to say Sean Duffy. Yes, I was right. North America. That means United States. What part of North America? Maybe you Canadian. If you didn't say I'm from the U.S., you Canadian. Let me see number three. Several right-wing media figures were angered by a Justice Department memo debunking conspiracy theories surrounding which of the following people? I know that one. That's Jeffrey Epstein. That's an easy one there. Yo, so once again, I'm just monkeying around today, just talking about the primitive. Let's see. What is your street called? Book my tour. If you book our tour, then you'll get directions to the street. Why does it matter which street I live on? Why did the Environmental Protection Agency roughly 140 employees this week? Why did they refuse to relocate? I think they refused to relocate to a new office. Damn. They signed a public letter critical of the agency. Damn, you don't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, no. Billionaire Elon Musk said he's launching a new political party. What is the name? Party of America Party. I know that. That's an easy one. See, I'm out here with no jacket on tonight. I forgot my jacket down in the earth ship. So I'm dealing with the code. Are you a gang? Are you a gang? You just silly. You know what? You just out here being silly. Go to somebody else's channel if you want to play. Go to somebody else's channel if you want to play silliness. The U.S. has seen a record 1,277 confirmed cases of measles so far this year, due to which of the following reasons? No vaccination. Let me see. There's a new strain of measles. Parents are holding measles parties. There's a vaccine shortage. Childhood vaccination rates are falling. I'm going to say the last one. And I'm right. Yes. Are you again? Man, let me, he's gonna make me mess up this quiz. So let me go on here from the computer and time you out. Because you want to come on here. That's why I need a moderator. Why are you going outside too early? That's why you go ahead and get all your little silly questions in, because I'm gonna time you out right now. Because you're silly. So let me keep going. You might as well keep going until I get on my computer and I can time you out. Why would y'all do all of that just to get timed out? That's stupid. Put user in a timeout. Here we go. See ya. Bye. Bye-bye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey. Goodbye. Here we go. Y'all hit that sub button for me. The people that's in here that want to come in here and have a good time, and we talk about what's going on. We talk about the current. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Exactly. We get people coming here want to act silly. All the power of the internet, all to be made with this. And people come in here want to act silly. And they go, I can't find no job. And I got in the basement. It's not like when your generation was coming up. We can't get a job. No, you can get a job. You just come on here and play. Silliness. Nobody likes me, and nobody wants to go out on a date with me. Like I say, when I get people like that who I assume are younger, get on here playing around, all this money, all this paper that they paying people to produce content, sell products, and people get on here. I can't find a job. The AI gonna take my job. This is why. You think an employer want to deal with people acting silly? No. Which of the following was the first named storm of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season to hit the U.S.? Andrea, Chantel, Barry, or Dexter? Now, is it Andrea? Is it Chantal? Is it Barry? Anybody y'all ain't got a yeah. Alright, I'm with Andrea, Chantel, Barry, or Dexter. I'm going with Chantel. I'll take it down to the next one. Where is Pope Leo? Where is the 14th spending his summer vacation? He need to be at the Vatican. Brushing up on that. In Chicago on a cruise ship, popes do not take vacations. At Castel Gandolfo, wherever it is, that's probably where it is. The one I can't pronounce. I'm gonna say it's the one I can't pronounce. At Castel. Yeah, nigga gonna be at Castel Gandolfo, whatever that is. I don't know wherever it is. I'm looking at a picture of it. They got a hell of a gardener. That shit is manicured. Look, cut. I heard that. Genetic engineering startup recently added which creature to its list of extinct animals it plans to resurrect? A sea cow, an Atlas bear, a giant moa, a tiger. Them niggas ain't bringing no tigers back, G. Yeah, they ain't bringing no tigers back. Moa. I'm gonna say they're gonna bring the Atlas bear back. They're trying to bring back a huge flightless bird that once inhabited New Zealand and disappeared about 600 years ago. Yeah, bring that nigga back. Sound like he was a G. Yeah, bring him back. For sure. Music legend recently Elton John, Rod Stewart, Ozzy Osbourne, or Billy Joel? I'm gonna go with Ozzy. I been whoopty whoop, dun 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 dun. I was right as I. not bad, y'all. I'm sure I done lost, but let me check out a little island news. See, over crash. That's horrible. Teenagers lose one dead. It's every year, man. It's always a teenager. I remember when I was in for us it was what was it? I was ninth grade, was still in middle school. I'll never forget some students, and it was raining right in front of the school, right in front of the middle school. Hit a tree. Wrapped the 6 around a telephone pole. Yeah, they hit a tree and wrapped that bad boy around that tree. I think it was 3 kids in there that died. Young out there and you're driving, man, drive the speed limit. Or I shouldn't say drive the speed limit. Just be safe. Be safe when you're out there. Somebody riding your tail, man, let them go around. People blowing, honking their horn, man, let them go around. Your life, and you hear this a million times, but I'm going to tell it to you again, your life is not worth speeding somewhere. And nowhere you going where you got to be speeding or risking your life. Look at Tiger Woods. I think they said when he got into that bad accident, he was speeding to some promotional shoot or something like that. I mean, cat got all the fame, all the money in the world, so you ain't got to be speeding nowhere, man. Ain't nowhere you got to go worth risking your life. Especially young cats, too. That's horrible. That's why I don't get in the car with people. People offer us rides all the time. I don't get in no car with nobody. Nah. Yep, I would never let people drive my car when I had a car. Oh, come on, man, let me drive your car. I'm a good driver. I ain't never been in an accident. If you got a car out there, and people want to drive your car, and you want to tell them, in a subtle way that no, you can't drive my car because I don't want you to get into an accident. The first thing they're gonna say is, I ain't gonna get into no accident. All you gotta do is come back and say, you have no control over what another driver is gonna do. Tell them that. They'll shut right up. I used to do it all the time. Yep. All the drama, there ain't gonna be no drama. Oh, you stingy with your stuff, blah, 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 blah. And even if they did say that, the hell with them. Yeah, I mean, unless you want to let somebody drive your car, I wouldn't let nobody drive my car. No. You don't know what somebody's gonna do in your car, and you don't know what other drivers are gonna do to that person while they're in your car. Yeah. So, Ozzy was a man. Whoopty whoopty whoop, whoopty whoopty whoop. They say Ozzy doing his last tour. Yeah, they said him biting off that bat's head. They said that was a rumor. When he was with Black Sabbath, that never happened. I wish my wife could hear me right now. She could give me the lyrics of that song. She know that song. Ozzy was a man. Whoopty whoopty whoop, what a whoopty whoop. But yeah, though, we just talking about just freestyling tonight, talking about back to the primitive. Oh yeah, Airbnbs. I said we're gonna talk about the Airbnbs tonight. You out there thinking about getting you a property, and you want to run an off-grid Airbnb? It's got its pros and its cons, just like everything. It's got its pros and its cons, just like everything. I'm gonna tell you the worst part. It all depends on what kind of Airbnb you run, too. It all depends on what type of Airbnb you run. If you run one deep in the Hawaiian jungle out here, where it's a bit difficult to, well, it's not difficult. It's just remote. If people follow the directions, they get here easily. People that don't follow the directions, they don't get here easily. But if you're in a situation where you may have to, and I would strongly suggest you go out and meet the people if you in a remote area and you're living on the property. The worst part is going to be going out there for the meet and greet. And it's not so much the meet and greet is the bad part. It's show up at any time. And you got people that say, I'll be there at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock roll around. Oh, we stopped and got something to eat at 8 o'clock. We'll be there. Oh, 9 o'clock roll around. You know what? My bad. We went up to the volcano. Most people, most Airbnb guests are going to be fine. Most are going to be okay. Most Airbnb guests will abide by your rules. But there's that exception to every rule. And believe you me. But my motto with Airbnb is it's everything that you think it is, and it's everything that you don't think it is. And that goes for the good and the bad. You know, a lot of people are going to surprise you. They're going to be nicer than you thought they were. Other people are going to be like, you're going to be like, damn. Why? I mean, how did you even get the money to go on vacation as mean as you are? Yeah, so you're going to meet all types running an Airbnb. But for that, I can tell you this. For that day or 5 days that they with you, they gonna think they moved into your place. Yep. They're going to set up shop, and they're going to be very, very comfortable in your place. So that's why you see all these stories about people with Airbnb. They're leaving post-it notes here, post-it note there. Don't touch this, rinse that, because they not. For the most part, anything you don't instruct them to do, they're not gonna do on their own. I mean, you know, I would say about the bed was made when the people got here for us. About 2% of the people remade the bed. That wasn't a big deal for us because I mean we're taking the sheets off anyway. But it's like whatever, unless you tell them to do something, they're not gonna do it. You know, they're gonna be coming in and out of your place. Hours. A tourist goal. I've been in the tourism industry. I mean, you go back to even like the California days, over 20 years. A tourist has one goal. He's got one goal and one goal only. And that's to see as much of a place for the cheapest price. Like most people in the world, they're looking for something for nothing. So any little corner that they can cut with you, believe you me, they're gonna cut it. They're gonna cut that corner. So you gotta keep that in mind. Try to cut off all the corners that they can cut before they get there. Before they cut it enough. Yeah. Like for example, we used to have a no cooking rule. You know, we used to tell people, you can bring a snack or whatever, but don't cook. You think they listen? Nope. I mean, most people did. Like I said, the stories I'm telling you now, this is the exception to the rule instead of the norm. Something tells me that my stream might not be working that good. So I apologize. Like I said, y'all, my new phone should be here any day now. And hopefully I get my stream crackling. So, but yeah, you wanna keep an open mind about your Airbnb guests, because they all ain't gonna be kosher. Most of them gonna be cool, but they all ain't gonna be kosher. And people gonna lie to you. Everybody gonna tell you, yeah, I'm gonna leave you a good review. Everybody gonna tell you that to your face. I'm gonna leave you a good review. I'm gonna leave yeah. And most people, if you got a 5-star spot, they gonna leave you 5 stars. But here's the one thing that you probably are not factoring in when it comes to the Airbnb and your reviews. Believe it or not, you get a lot of jealous people. A lot of people, they on vacation or they get to the end of their vacation. Who's that? I'm off topic. What's up? I'm off topic. What are you talking about? You ain't even started the topic. Give me a topic. I'm off topic. You ain't even started the topic. Who is that? I can't. April? I can't even. Give me the topic, G. We're just talking about the primitive. We're talking about how to make money out here in the jungle with the primitive. I'm talking about the Airbnb. I'm off topic. Some of the stuff y'all be saying just be cracking me up. I'll be glad when school get back in session. And well, it's Saturday night. Y'all might be up. But yeah. Now you got me thrown off. I was talking about my Airbnb information. But yeah, you got to prepare for all people. Because you're going to get all types running the Airbnb. And like I said, the worst part for the people that just came into the room is going out meeting guests. And one thing I would strongly recommend, even if you're in a regular suburban neighborhood that's easy to find, require your guests to have a way to communicate with you. I know that sounds like, well, everybody got a cell phone. Yeah, you're gonna get international guests, and they're gonna come over here without a SIM card. Gonna be riding through your neighborhood. Gonna be like, huh? What can I do here? How do I find this person? You can't contact them, and they can't contact you. So make that, because in the beginning, you're just gonna want to accept anybody because you don't want to make money. I'm telling you, put that little stipulation in there. If I can't get a hold of you, if you don't provide me a SIM card, I can cancel your reservation, no refund included. Oh yeah, these tourists, man, they come over here. I'm gonna tell you something about the tourism industry. Tell y'all something about the tourism industry. You want to find out the truth about a person? You want to find out who the real core in the heart of a person, who they are? Go with them on vacation. That's who you find out the real of a person. Yup. If they're a nice person, they're going to be ultra nice on vacation. If they're a jerk, they're going to be an ultra jerk on vacation. Yup. Because you got to imagine people traveling miles, many hundreds, if not thousands of miles from where they from. And they say, man, I ain't never coming back here. So I don't care what these people think about me. I don't care what that Airbnb host thought about me. That's another thing, being an Airbnb host. Don't think that just because you give somebody a bad review that's going to hurt them. Another host will accept their $200 with your one bad review with no problem. So that's why I say you got to be sure to set your ground rules early, because people a guest, they gonna go as far as you let them. That's all I can tell you. You used to have people out here howling at the moon and imitating bird calls. People thinking just because they don't see our neighbors, well, maybe they don't have any neighbors. No, we got neighbors. We got, just like you got neighbors. We got neighbors. So yeah, man. Set your ground rules. Make sure they abide by your ground rules. You can't just set them and tell people. You gotta. This is why we're not in the Airbnb business anymore, because it's like babysitting. You gotta make sure your rules are being enforced. 'Cause like I said, especially if a person's there 1 or 2 nights, man, they're looking for a roof over their head that's affordable, and they are outie. So, but like I say, most people are gonna be chill. Most people are gonna abide by your rules. Some people may even leave you a tip. We used to get stuff left for us all the time. Leftover beer, in obviously unopened, food, everything, you know, food that was in packaging that was still good, drinks, all types of stuff. Yeah, people can be very nice. Money, we would get tipped from time to time. We would get tipped. So, and Airbnb can be a nice business. It can be a nice business. It can be. You know, when it's flowing, the money's flowing, some decent good. You get that one. Boom, 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 boom. And another rule of thumb, whether you got a room, a house, a cabin, whatever, don't put nothing in that location. Don't put nothing inside that structure that cannot easily be replaced. That's all I can tell you. Yes, they will steal from you. They will jack you right and left. Yep. They will 5-finger discount you all day long. Because like I said, a lot of people be like, I don't care. Give me a bad review. And then with Airbnb, you got to prove that you had the item in the house. Then you got to prove that they stole it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we learned the hard way. Our first guest, they ripped us off. The very first one, straight out the gate, number one, numero uno. Took damn near everything. Lights, blankets, covers, flat sheet. Yup. So, but the funny thing about it is, this is how you know they crackheads. This is how you know they was crackheads. The most valuable thing in there are those solar brick. They didn't take that because they probably didn't understand what the hell it was. Ozzy was a man. Wookie wookie woot, wookie wookie woot. Oh, see my wife, she probably asleep. I wish she could give me the lyrics to that jam. Ozzy was a man. Wookie wookie woot, wookie woot. If you wonder why I'm singing Ozzy, it's because I was just taking the quiz, the CNN quiz. And they said this is Ozzy's last tour, last show or something like that. So I'm just paying homage to the great former lead singer of Black Sabbath. Ozzy was a man. Wooty wooty woot, wooty wooty woot. So that's how niggas sing songs when they don't know the words. So, but yeah, no, an Airbnb's cool. But yeah, man, it's gonna be like they and another thing with Airbnb, everything gotta be tight. Them sheets better be tight. Them pillowcases better be tight. That bathroom better be tight. Oh yeah, they gonna want 5-star. And but the hard part about running Airbnb is it's a lot of competition. Damn, it's cold and I forgot my jacket. Damn. You know niggas don't like the cold. I told y'all that. Gotta generate that heat, G. Niggas do not like cold weather. Not even a little bit. Damn. That heat. Niggas do not like cold. Damn. So y'all hit that sub button. These niggas sub. But yeah. Be tight. You run an Airbnb, it better be tight. Yup, because these people, they gonna expect perfection. I don't care if you charge them $50, $100, whatever, they gonna expect perfection. So you know. Airbnb, they will pay you. They pay after that first payment. That first one take a minute, but after that payment, that first one take a minute, but after that, yeah, you big balling. Yeah, you big balling, shot calling. That money going pretty fast. Yeah. I would definitely use Airbnb over Viator. Viator, I mean, the is gonna be helpful. Funny thing is, you're gonna find a different demographic with the two different sites. Verbo, you'll get older people. because they don't give a damn about the price. They got money. Airbnb, you're gonna find the youngsters. Yup. And read their reviews. And read them good too. And read their reviews. And read them good too. Because you're gonna be seeing people gonna be using different names, and you're gonna be like, well, who's coming here? Is it Carlos, or is it Cynthia? It's like, well, the reviews say this, but the booking names say this. So get all that clarified. And another thing, man, no matter what, don't let nobody disrespect you on your property, because a lot of these tourists, they know you need their money. They know you need that review, and they're gonna try to run roughshod. You're like, nah, man, nah, I run this. Even I've had to cancel many people. I've canceled them on the way here. You got to, because people don't come to your property and try to run things. But like I said, they're just looking for a cheap place to stay for 1 or 2 nights. So make sure you managing yours. But yeah, though, Airbnbs, place on Expedia. Expedia is a tough one. I don't know why, but Expedia is a tough one. But you know, you come through Expedia, they pay you. They all pay you. Viator is the only one that pays you monthly. You get a big check at the end of the month, but you know, you don't get that money right away. They hold your money. They hold you up. Let's check out what like I said, I'm flipping back and forth. They still talking about that text timeline shows how they probably look at the page. They usually might give you 1 free article. Maybe I thought they tease you. They say they gotta give it to you for 5 seconds. Not snatch it.